Hi and welcome. My name is Rich Pasini. Today is October 21st, 2019. Thank you for tuning in. I just want to start off by saying thank you to all the new subscribers who recently subscribed to my channel. It is greatly appreciated. I hope you like the content and come back for more. Today I'm going to do the reseller news. I got quite a few windows open up. So without further ado, let's get right to it. Okay, before I get started, I just want to start off by saying I do not read everything verbatim. I will give you the URL as to where I got the information from, and the rest is up to you if you like to pick up where I left off. The first story is from mobilemarketer.com, so let me give the URL. It's www.mobilemarketer.com. And the title is eBay Expands Holiday Creep Campaign with Twitter Jargon Jar. And it goes on to say here, this was published October 21st, 2019. eBay expanded a campaign that mocks the holiday creep phenomenon among marketers that promotes gifts, shopping earlier every year. The online marketplace will place $1 in a holiday jargon jar, up to $50,000 every time a major brand uses a holiday buzzword in its Twitter post, and then donate the money to charity per announcement shared with Mobile Marketer. It goes on to say here, eBay is using a combination of algorithms and humans to scan Twitter for the top 100 holiday buzzwords from 2,000 major brands. Those buzzwords include holiday, jolly, merry, mistletoe, Rudolph, spirit, tis, twas, among others. Twitter users can participate in the campaign by marking the holiday-themed tweets with the holiday jargon hashtag and following eBay's holiday jargon account on Twitter. The company will donate the proceeds from the jargon jar to the Service Corps of Retired Executives SCORE, a national nonprofit council that counsels business owners and aspiring entrepreneurs. Now, I'm not going to read too much into it. They have a little clip over here, video clip. It's about a minute long, 1 minute and 6 seconds long. You could check it out for yourself. However, if you're not going to go to the website, I will scroll down to the page. If you want to just pause the video, you could read the rest of it that way. But there are active hyperlinks in the websites I'm going to show you, so you may want to actually go to the website itself. But for all intents and purposes, you may not have the time or you don't want to. I will just scroll down. There's not really much here, as you can see here, but I'm not going to read all these pages because you can see what the next 7 or 8 of them, whatever, up there. So I'm not going to go through all of them. But this is basically the bottom of this page here, this particular website. So if you want, you could, like I said again, you could pause the camera if you choose to do so. But I highly recommend that you actually go to the website itself, because along here on the staff picks here, these are all active hyperlinks, and you may want to check them out for yourself. So I highly recommend you check them out by going to the website. Okay, let's move right along here. Now, for those who've been with me, know all about Frugal for Less. It's one of my favorite websites. I tend to check out every now and then. If you've never been to Frugal for Less, you may want to check it out. You also may want to subscribe to them as well. It says join our mailing list to find out more ways to make and save money with a little time and effort. You just drop your email address in there and you subscribe. And the URL to get to this website is www.frugalforless.com. This story came out here October 20th, 2019. 5 ways to recycle broken electronics. Okay. It goes on to say here, I'm going to just read the highlights and you could read the rest yourself. That's why I always give you the URL. Number 1 is sell them online, an Amazon trade-in, and you also got an Apple trade-in. And you got Best Buy trade-in, and Next Worth, and do it the old-fashioned way, Craigslist, Eco ATM. Now, I'm not familiar with Eco ATM. I don't know if you guys are. If you want to share some information with it, I am not. This is the first time I'm coming across it. And start a yard sale. Number 3 is start scrapping. Okay. Well, they're talking about wash machine. Okay, I guess they're talking about scrap metal, right? I would think that's what they're referring to. Electronics dumps. Okay, I would think it's something like that. And it gives you the prices, what they're going for. Okay, now these prices, how accurate they are, I don't know. It may vary depending where you are in the state, what state you're in. You may get more or less, I don't know. Then over here, start your cell phone recycling drive. Again, and you know what? You may, again, like I said, repeated over and over again in my other videos, you may want to go to the, the website itself to read more into this here, because they all have active hyperlinks. Okay, so just keep that in mind. I'm not going to keep repeating it throughout the video. Here's another one, number 5: repair broken gadgets and resell them. Excuse me, folks. Yeah, that's another way of doing it. I'm not really good with fixing things of that nature. It depends what they are. I can't fix cell phones and certain electronic things. Doing computers is one thing. Building them, repairing them, taking stuff out, putting stuff in. New components is a whole different ballgame than actually doing the actual physical work on some finer electronics. I don't work on the iPhones. I won't work on cameras and things of that nature. So, but if you have that talent and that skill, then hey, you might want to check into it. And then it goes up to here. Then it goes on to say what to do before recycling broken tech, and make sure your data is backed up. And I guess this is some other information they're throwing in there. Clean up whatever you want to sell first. Keep accessories together. Ensure that your devices are ready for drop off or pickup. Indicate any risk or electrical shock. And then they have the takeaway from there. And like I said again, if you don't want to go to the website, which I recommend you do, I will just scroll down here to the bottom on these pages, and the rest is up to you. If you, like I said again, if you want to pick up where I left off, that's totally up to you. But anything in blue words like this, the blue wording, those are active hyperlinks. Okay, very good website. If you subscribe to them, they give you a lot of good tips, pointers on how to save money, how to make money. They also got the categories here. If you click over here, categories: make money, save money, apps and website, frugal travel, psychology of money, best survey sites, and you can start a blog. You can contact them, and you can read a little more about the company itself. But again, you may want to go on their mailing list, and you'll be getting updated information as to when they start posting out new stuff. On the email, that is. I don't think they have, as far as I know, I don't think they have a YouTube channel. I don't know. I never really looked into it. They may. I don't know. I'm not really sure. Looking over here, it looks like they just deal with Pinterest, Twitter, and Facebook. So I don't know. They may. Okay. So, and that again, that's Frugal for Less. I already gave you URL. Now, these next windows here, I think we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'm sorry, I got 11. I said about 7 or 8. I'm sorry. I just did a quick scan. I'm going to give you the URL, and it's going to, be for all these websites that are open. And I'm not going to keep repeating it over and over again. However, you may see me kicking out the dates, and my reason for doing it, because I want you to know the information is fresh or fairly new, and just to keep you in a loop. That's the whole idea of the Reseller News, is just to make you aware of what's going on in e-commerce. Okay, so always keep that in mind. That's what my channel is all about, to help inspire and share, upcoming entrepreneurs or people that want to sell on the eBay or any type of commerce. That's what this YouTube channel is all about. And I do share some good information. So if you guys have the time, please subscribe to my channel. Okay, all right. So let's start with the first story here. It might be a little out of order. Some things here, let me just see something right here. I think we might be a little less than 11, so that'd be good. Let's see. Okay, eBay working to fix a problem, broken issues. Okay, there's a couple here that were updates, but we'll get to that in a little bit. But let me give you the URL. It's www.ecommercebytes.com. Okay, this story came out October 20th, 2019, and it goes on to say, might we see an end to free priority mail supplies? Well, that won't be good. The USPS Inspector General is studying a postal service providing services practice of providing free expedited package supplies. Will free priority mailboxes become a thing of the past? Now, I don't know about you guys, but I do order supplies from them. You can get stuff from the postal service free in some cases with the priority stuff. That is, you can get free boxes and priority mail labels and stuff like that. They have other things. Pretty much quite a few things, boxes, all different size boxes, priority mail boxes, that is, for free. However, if they do away with that, where they're going to stop, offering those free services or free supplies, that could be a problem. in a sense. If you're a person, I use the Postal Service exclusively. I don't use any other carrier. I love the Postal Service. That's my personal take. But if that is to ever happen, it's not going to be a great thing. We're just going to have to add those costs if we have to go out and buy boxes or whatever, in the cost with the shipping and handling charges, But for the most part, let's read a little into it before I get too into it. It says USPS OIG Officer Inspector General published an audit ask blog post recently titled, "Does the USPS Expedited Packing Supplies Program effectively increase revenue and manage costs?" It says over here, it initiated a project titled the Expedited Packing Supplies Program course on September 24, 2019. It estimates it will publish the results in March 2020. Free packing is a unique selling tool, differentiating the Postal Service from its competitors, it wrote. Okay. Now, it sounds like that's what it sounds like that to me, that's what they may want to do. I don't know. Okay. It goes on to say the Postal Service program generates new revenue growth, business, increase the volume of priority mail, express and priority mail, improves customer retention and loyalty. And it covers its costs. According to USPS, costs of providing free package supplies are included in the current rate or structure of the current or corresponding mail products, example, Priority Mail Express and Priority Mail, the OIG wrote. I'm not going to read too much into this here. It's quite a bit, it looks like, to read here from looking at the slide bar here. So you guys could read up on it. I guess the rest is, maybe there ain't too much to read, but there's probably going to be a lot of comments on this topic here. Well, let's read the first one over here, okay? I normally don't read these here, but let's just look at this one here because it caught my eye. It says, what's disgusting is you have tons of eBay sellers taking free priority mailboxes and other free supplies from the Postal Service and selling them on eBay. What? Now, see, this I didn't know. Let me just share one thing really quick with you guys before we get back into this here. This is why I love doing the Reseller News, because and I always encourage people who go to this site, or any sites for that matter, but when it comes to reading the comments, read the comments, because sometimes people will bring things out to your attention that you were never aware of. Now, I did not know about this, folks. I didn't get a chance to read this here, read all these windows. I just basically scan and pick and choose the ones I want to share with you guys. So that's why you might say, why you see some surprise, because this is news to me, all right? I didn't know, and that's why I love doing the Reseller News, because it gives you a little insight and oversight of what's going on, what people actually do. And I wasn't aware of this, but let's read a little more. Let's start again. What's disgusting is you have tons of eBay sellers taking free priority mail boxes and other free supplies from the post office and selling them on eBay. Now, that's wrong. All right, I mean, we all want to make money, but that's not right, though. You don't do that. That's not right. Then it goes, these are low lives that are going to ruin it for everyone. Just like the shady sellers who start their listing at 1 cent and shipping included price of the item. It's only a matter of time before it catches up to people, and then we'll pay a price. Report sellers who you see doing this here. Now, I didn't know. Okay, I really, honest to God, I did not know that this was going on. Again. That's why I always say it's always good to, check out when I post these things out there. You may want to subscribe to my channel, because I'm going to keep you guys updated out there, especially if you're an e-commerce seller and if you sell on eBay. Okay. So, and there's a lot more comments here. I'm not going to read too much into this here. Okay. Now you can see this person over here wrote in, left a comment. Somebody, I guess, responded. Oh, no, these are all same, but the same person, it looks like. Oh, no. This one here, then this person wrote in, and then the next one is this person. I guess they did a follow-up here. I like to read these here because, it really keeps me in the loop, too, of what's going on, okay? And I don't think it's right. I mean, to be honest with you, if that's what's going on, I didn't see it. I didn't do any research on it to actually see if people are selling priority mailboxes that you could get for free from your local post office and sell them on eBay. That is really not right. Okay, I don't think it's right. But people are going to do anything to make a buck. All right. So again, I'll scroll down to the bottom. What you're reading here is comments. You could always pause the video and read it if you choose to do so at your own. There's 2 pages. I'm not going to click the next page on. You could do that. That's why I always tell you it's always good to go to the website itself, because they're going to have active hyperlinks in here. And you'll know it's like the blue wording is in there. Or if it's not in this particular story, you're going to have them over here. Where you see the hand turn into a hand, these are all active hyperlinks, blog archives, okay? And plus you got some stuff over here to the right side. All right, that's crazy. I didn't know about that there. That is really crazy. Okay, let's move to the next window. This one came out October 18, 2019. eBay still working to fix broken item specifics. I don't know, you guys, sales, we'll talk about that later. eBay made progress on technical issues that hit the site on Tuesday. It announced this evening. Again, this is October 18th now, not for today, okay? So don't get yourself alarmed. It announced this evening, but some sellers on eBay discussion boards said they've already spent many hours working to fix their listings. Now, again, I don't know what was going on with this here until I started going through my emails. And I really am sorry I didn't get a chance to get this information out to you sooner, guys. I've been busy. There was some personal things that came up throughout the course of the weeks, and I haven't really done this here. Usually I like to do the reseller news or do videos, well, pretty much the reseller news on a daily basis, and I really am very sorry, and I do apologize. So I hope you guys could accept my apology for that there. I really, I really do mean to keep it up like this here, keep you guys posted, but I'm sorry about that. But anyway, this one came out, like I said, October 18th, and it says over here, eBay made the progress of technical issues on its site this Tuesday. On site Tuesday, it announced this evening, but some sellers on eBay discussion boards said that they have already spent many hours trying to fix their listings. eBay explained that on October 15th, it rolled out changes that meant it is to make it easier for buyers to find items and give sellers guidance about the item specifics. One example of various item specifics represent the size of the subcategories of clothing, shoes, and accessories. Example, size women's, size men's were updated, consolidated to one normalized item specific size. Okay. Now, again, I'm not going to get too much onto it, go into this here. I will bring it all the way down. I will scroll all the way down to the bottom. Here's what I was referring to earlier. When you see these like purplish blue wording here, these are active hyperlinks. And you could click them on and you could read more into this here, which I recommend you do. That's why I tell you go to the sites. All right, so I'm going to scroll down here, and there's going to be comments, no doubt. And here we go. We hit the comments already. Okay, again, if you get a chance, read the comments. I cannot tell you enough. It's always important to read the comments, because these are buyers and sellers just like you and I, and they will post these information out there, things that they may be experiencing. And by them posting on these websites, especially like I love this one here, e-commerce sites, it makes people like you and I aware of what's going on. You may have not known about this stuff. I may have not known it. I'll be honest with you, there are certain things I don't know. That's why I love doing a reseller news. And it's a learning, it's a learning phase on both. It's for you and I. Not only am I learning from it, but you're learning from it, But check this out, all right? Again, I can't tell you what to do, but I recommend you should go to the site itself to read the active hyperlinks. Okay, so if you see me scrolling out fast, that's because I don't want to keep this too long here. I'm going to try to run as quick as can. I'm going to try anyway. All right. Okay. So this is the bottom of the barrel here, so to speak. If you want to log in, you can leave a message or a comment if you want to comment on this here, and then you can read it. You'll get notifications every time somebody responds to your comment. Okay, so let's move back up again. That's the story you're looking for, and there may be some other ones. Let's see if it's still the same, because it looks like they got another one that's the same here. Okay, that was October 18th. This is October 17th, as you can see here. So there is a little difference in here. And let me see what this one is really quick. Oh, same thing, right? Let me see here. Okay, it looks like they worded up a little different here, item specifics. All right, let's go to this one first, and we'll come back to that one. This one here, the URL. This came out October 17th, 2019. It says eBay is still working on tech issues impacting item specifics. eBay is still working on a fix to major problems with the item specifics that hit the site on Tuesday. Again, remember the date. in an update to sellers on Thursday, and acknowledged that in addition to causing problems for sellers listing products for sale, it also had an impact on shoppers. Eesh. Okay, the issue of creating the problem in search with the new item specifics and not appearing in the left-hand navigation search filter, eBay said. Search using left-hand navigation filters is missing certain item specifics such as size. Yeah, that could be a problem for people. So again, you know what I'm going to tell you. You know what I'm doing. So let's going to move right along, okay? And for those, these are comments, of course. I love reading the comments. And for those who don't know who Ina Steiner is, you might see them sometimes. They'll post letters to her. Ina Steiner is the co-founder and editor of E-Commerce Bites. Very good site. Highly recommend, if you are not familiar with it, to subscribe. If you do not wish to subscribe, you could always check out the Reseller News, and I will post that information from you if you just want to just have it like that. If you don't want it on your, if you don't want to get the clogging up your emails, your email folder, you could let me take care of that for you. All right, let's move right along here. All right, this is another one, basically the same thing, the 17th. So we're going to bump out of here. Oh, that's good. We're cutting the windows down here. This one here came out October 16th. Like I said, again, the dates, but we're still in the month of October, so, you know, you can't get too upset. Okay, this one came out October 16, 2019. Driving traffic to eBay may lose its appeal. Now, I didn't get a chance to read this, so let's read into this here. eBay finally published its new affiliate marketing rate card and feedback from participants in the eBay Partner Network program, EPN, indicating that the traffic to the eBay site could become a casualty. Ooh, that's not good. This incentive to drive shoppers to eBay comes at a time when eBay Marketplace sales growth has been stagnant. Yeah, that's what I was going to tell you earlier, but you know, I was going to tell you at the end of the video to find out how your sales are, but we'll leave that for the end of the video. In July, it says eBay notified affiliates of change in the program as reported at this time. Again, active hyperlink here. eBay is changing how it pays affiliate marketers for the traffic and will publish a new rate card for the eBay Partner Network program that takes effect this fall. The biggest change is how payouts are based. Instead of paying affiliates a percentage of eBay revenue fees it collects from sellers, it will pay a percentage of sales, presumably the selling price of a total transaction value. Okay, and you could read more into it. I'm just scrolling down here, and while I'm scrolling down, I'm just going to take a little swig of water. Sorry, folks, I'm getting cotton mouth here, talking so much. I'm sorry. Okay, so we'll take it to the bottom here. And that is about it. Okay, so you know the rest, you know the window, the story you're looking for. That's the one right here. And the story came out for October 16th. This one came out October 15th. Should did it reverse. I should reverse the windows around here. So just keep it up to snuff. It seems like it's doing a countdown. Okay, it goes over here. Are you experiencing these issues on eBay? Let's read what these are. eBay acknowledged it had a couple of technical issues today. See the New Flash article. But sellers have been reporting other issues since last week. Remember, October 15th now. Let us know if you're experiencing these issues. Markdown Manager says there were a few problems reported with Markdown Manager on October 7th. A seller emailed that there were delays in the sale starting, created a sale date or sale today, and is now going on 7.5 hours, and it's still showing pending. Wow. Another seller reported via e-commerce EKG on October 9th that a 35% off sale was still running 5 hours after it had ended. Okay. I'll show you the EKG in a second here. It says on October 15th, the comments of this EKG report, it appears the problems continue. Can't add items and sales seem to be taking longer than usual to take effect. Ghost invoices. Sellers reported via email and e-commerce EKG that they received a message from eBay about old invoices in June, July, and August. For example, your July 15 invoice is ready for download. Not surprisingly, some sellers were concerned they might be double billed. That's one. The other one, postage and payments issues. Now, I had a little situation with that myself. I had to refresh the screen a couple of times, but I noticed I had a problem like that too when a buyer was trying to make a purchase. They made the purchase, but when I was getting ready to print out the postage, I was having a little problem there. It goes on to say here, a seller reported problems with printing postage yesterday and said the buyer reported eBay may not combine the payments for a purchase today. The post on eBay boards elicit discussion about issues of others having what we're having here. It says, in addition, eBay reported the following issues today with the classified as resolved at 8:47 p.m. Eastern Time, or yeah, I would say. And then the next thing is item specifics. You could read that thread. Here is Seller Hub. And we're going to the comments. Love those comments. Okay, let's scroll down here. Keep scrolling. I'd love to read all these comments, but I'd be here all day reading them. No, because I love to hear what other people have to say. I'm not looking for them. I'm not looking to hear them badmouth on eBay. I just like to see what they have to say. What issues are they experiencing? Because here's what I'm going to say, folks. There's 2 pages on this. It's a 2-pager. The problems they're experiencing, you may not be experiencing. I found that happen out a couple. I found that to be true with my own situation. Okay, the problems that these people are experiencing that they're posted on this website here, they may be experiencing something totally different, and I'm not experiencing what they're going through. But it is what it is. All right, let's go to the next window here. Okay, time for eBay. This came out October 15th. Time for eBay to re-examine DSRs. This was somebody has written in. It's either buyer or seller have written into Ina Steiner, and it goes on to say, "Dear Ina, I've been selling on eBay for the past 12 years with an excellent record. I have earned about 1,900 feedback, all positive, with 5+5 DSRs. Recently, I sold an item international with free ship, and I emailed the buyer after the sale, thanking them and providing them with the tracking info for the item. The parcel went out the next morning and was received in 9 days internationally. The buyer left an immediate positive feedback. However, my DSR at a 5.5 went down to 4.85 immediately after the feedback was left." And then it goes on to say, "I was extremely upset, called eBay, and a young man who was extremely inexperienced, not only did not understand me, but also asked me to write to the buyer and ask for a feedback revision. But I refused to do so, as I had done everything by the book and was not about to email the buyer who had left a positive feedback with a low DSR, either accidentally or by purpose. I cannot be sure." Okay. Again, I don't know. I mean, I remember hearing certain things about this here, but I'm not going to get too much into it. I did a video a while back in regards to feedbacks. Now, when you look at my feedback score, I think I have a total of 1236 or something, 1235. I don't know, whatever it is. It's not much, but buyers do not leave positive. They don't leave feedbacks. It doesn't matter positive, negative, but they don't leave feedbacks in some cases. I mean, some they do and some they don't. So I have this thing now where what I do is I've been doing it right along, and nobody ever complained. Okay, nobody ever complained to me about it. eBay didn't either. But when they don't bother to leave a positive feedback, I will take their positive feedback, right, and I will simply just word it this way: "Thank you for shopping to R.J. Pasini for great deals on eBay." I believe that's what I wrote. Satisfaction guaranteed. And I will post that on their positive feedback. Okay? Because, I should have a lot more feedback considering the time I started selling on eBay. And you would think that I would have more, a higher feedback score, but I don't, because buyers don't always leave feedback. And they're not required to. That's totally up to them. according to even Griff, the Griff from eBay. He said it too. But anyway, that's neither here or there. It's okay. It is what it is. This one here came out October 15th. Again, eBay. This one here is eBay reports tech issues on Tuesday. Okay, and let's see here. I didn't talk about the EKG, did I? All right. This one's kind of a short story, but let's read a little into it. It said eBay issued a warning about technical issues impacting both Seller Hub and with its listings in fashion. Sellers also reported such problems as e-commerce EKG and on eBay technical issues board. eBay said it was working on fixing both issues as a high priority. Update, eBay said the issues have been resolved in an update to its post at 8:47 Eastern Time. Okay, now the update over here, according to this, I'm not going to read it, was updated on 10/16/2019. All right, so again, I know it's old news, but old news could be good news. So let's just scroll down here. And it says we have 2 thoughts on eBay reports tech issues on Tuesday. And you can read what these people have. Again, if you don't want to go to the website, you could just pause the video and you can read it like that if you choose to do so. All right, so I'm going to take it to the bottom. Again, as you can see, there's not much here. All right. Now, I was telling you earlier, I found a couple websites back. This is EKG right here. When you click it on, let's click this story on here. It will take you to the EKG page, e-commerce EKG, and you could report an issue if you have one. Report it. And it says over here, this was October 21st. Actually, it was today. This was done at post at 11:32 a.m. Size, item specific amongst others, still missing in the CSA categories. Sales data missing on the dashboard, again for the past 3 days. Sales have plummeted since the item specific issue. Welcome to eBay Christmas season. Great job, eBay. I'll talk about my sales afterwards. You could check this out if you want. You can get here easily by just clicking on the eBay. When you're in that window, we'll click back here. When you go over here, it'll be on the side here to your right-hand side. Just click on those stories in there, and you will be updated. Okay? All right. Let's bump out of here. Okay. I also do, other stories outside of eBay. This one here is Amazon. And this one goes on to say, Amazon uses awards to showcase its small business sellers. Story came out October 15th. Now, for those of you out there who are an Amazon seller, you may be interested in this. Okay, I am a registered seller on Amazon, but right now I have not posted anything up there, and I'm going to do a video about that one as to why I like eBay versus Amazon. That'll probably be coming up a little later on, maybe if I get through with this one first. It says Amazon announces finalists. Announced the finalists in its Small Business Awards, and the customers can now vote for the winners. Categories include Small Business of the Year, Women-Owned Small Businesses of the Year, and Small Business Owners Under 30 of the Year, with 18 finalists in the running. Again, I'm not going to get too much into this here. They got the Small Business Spotlight Awards. You could probably watch it that way if you like. Let's just read the highlights really quick here. Small Business of the Year they have. Women-Owned Businesses of the Year. Small Business Under 30. Okay, just basically what I just read before. Again, I'm just going to scroll down, and you guys could check it out. Here's some more. Here's an Amazon press release, and here's another one to learn more about the millions of small, medium-sized businesses selling on Amazon stores. Visit, and you could check it out by clicking these active hyperlinks on. Okay? All right. Let's try to wrap this up here. Try to anyway. Okay. Walmart is getting involved with this too now. This came out October 15th. Walmart subsidizes lower prices for some sellers. Now, I'll be honest with you, I don't sell on Walmart. Okay. In one of my other videos, I talked about it's nice to sell on other platforms, but at the present time, I am cross-selling. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I am cross-selling. eBay is my main focal point. That's the one I do a lot. I do basically all my business, but I also am on Bonanza and Poshmark. Okay, and I think the Google store. I think I posted some stuff on it too. But again, I am not on Walmart. I'm thinking of it. Like I said, I don't know. It can't hurt to be out there. So if you guys are, then this may be of interest to you as well, or if you're thinking about it, it may be some interest to you. So it goes on to say Walmart subsidized lower prices for some sellers. Again, came out October 15th. Walmart has subsidized lower prices on the site to help compete with Amazon, according to a report in Bloomberg. The beneficiaries of Walmart shoppers, and the unknown number of third-party sellers on Walmart. The new program will temporarily lower prices for some items on its marketplace site, but the company will pay third-party merchants the same amount that was listed before the cuts with Walmart subsidizing the difference, according to the article. Okay, and then you can read a little more into it here, and there's a couple of comments. Oh, there's only one comment. You can read more into that if you like. Okay, and we're going to go to last but not least. Yay! Okay, this one came out October 14th. eBay recommends tool for filling in item-specific gaps. Now, I don't know what this tool is referring to. I think, be honest with you, all right, I know if you fill out all the item specifics in there, on there, when you're doing a listing, that would help, I guess, be greater in search. But just to play it safe, you're better off just listing in, all the vital information in your description, okay? Until this matter's fixed. I would think it is. It was from October 14th. I'm sure people are complaining. It goes over here. eBay is recommending sellers use a third-party tool called OptiSeller to fill in a product attribute gaps in their listings, aka item specifics. Previously, eBay had been pushing sellers to add UPC codes to their listings to help fulfill the former eBay CEO Devin Wenig's vision of having Amazon-like product catalog approach to the marketplace. Okay. Again, it says this in February's earlier seller update. eBay announced that instead of going to require sellers to concentrate on adding them specifics to its help us organize listings, it's going to do it a little different over here. All right. Again, I'm not going to get too much into this here. I'll scroll down, and the rest. Well, this person says, "Who really cares?" Well, yeah, I'm not going to read too much into this here, folks, but you might want to check it out. Okay, let's go, and that's basically it for that one. And with that, we are going to close out this video. So let me close it out. Okay, I just wanted to share a little information about my situation with my sales. So far, they've been trickling in. I don't know about yours, but mine have been trickling in on eBay. I am also on Poshmark, but I want to honestly say one thing on Poshmark. This is what I found. This is my own personal take on it. So for those who are out there who are diehard Poshmark sellers, don't gang up on me. But they are. I find one thing about the Poshmark sellers there, or that website, is I have a lot of people following me, more followers than I do actual buyers. I didn't know. This is my own personal take on with Poshmark. It seems to me, and this again my personal take, it seems to me that they like, the people that are on that Poshmark like to buy brand new items or branded items, like if you're selling Gucci stuff, or like when it comes to ladies' clothing, I guess brand names versus unbranded names. Well, that's the impression I'm getting. I don't have much on there on Poshmark, but it just seems to me. When I get their notifications, and I get email notifications from them, they'll tell you to drop your price down. You want to make money today, offer a sale, or start messaging your followers that you're having a price reduction, whatever. And to be honest with you, I am dropping the prices. They're pretty cheap items on there. I think some of this stuff is like $10 or whatever. In some cases, you maybe even be cheaper. I can't drop the prices down too much on Poshmark. I try to keep that basically the stuff I put on there. Now, here's the thing. Here's my take on it. The stuff that's on Poshmark is also on eBay as well. So what I do is I take the stuff like the girl stuff, the lady stuff, from eBay, and I will embed it in the Poshmark to see if I can get some kind of cross-selling. But I'll be honest with you, Poshmark is almost going the way of Bonanza. Bonanza, folks, I'll be honest with you, I like Bonanza. It's a nice format, But there are times I just feel like just closing that store down. I don't really get much sales from it. I think the last time I got sales was back in 2018, and or maybe in 2017. And it's not really, to me, it's not a site that really has too much traffic. Now, I'm not knocking them. I'm still with them. Okay, I don't want you to get that, but I mean, this is just a passing thought. I'm thinking of just getting rid of Bonanza altogether, close out the account. Because when you do sell on 3 different platforms, eBay is the priority one. That's my my private one there. I always use. But for the other guys, when you're selling on again with Bonanza and Poshmark, you got to make sure that when you sell an item on eBay, that you go to those sites right away and remove those items, edit them right out, or delete them. That's what I do. That's what you have to do with Poshmark. You got to go into your closet and you scroll down and you look at all your listings you got, and whatever's sold on eBay, of course, it's just very basic, elementary. You're going to go back to Poshmark and remove it, edit the listing and delete it. But I just found that to be kind of like I said again, it reminds me of being on Bonanza. Bonanza, I know I did a video in the past about it. It's not a bad site, but I don't get really any traffic in there from them. And I know back in the day, you used to see them really pushing Bonanza. Now I don't see any more ads for it. So, I don't know what the story is with that there. I don't know if I'm going to end up keeping that service or getting rid of it. I don't know. I'm toying around with the idea. I have told people in the past, though, when I did do my videos about Bonanza, I said it's probably a good thing to keep up, just so you have something else. You're throwing that information out there. You're putting your listings out there to other sources rather than just being on eBay. So we're gonna see how that goes. But as far as like eBay itself, going on with the glitches and stuff, it's really been kind of bad. Really for me, it's been kind of bad. The sales I'm making are very slow and small, but for the most part, I try to do research every day. Pretty much try to check out my categories. I check out my titles. I'm doing price comparison. I mean, you could only lower your price so much. The bottom line is with eBay, there is a lot of competition out there, plain and simple. And when people sit there, talking about, oh, I'm making money on eBay, I'm doing this and anything. Well, you may have things, you probably are doing pretty good with it on eBay. Some people are probably making a very good income from it. But, when you're a small-time player like me, even though I've been on eBay since 1999, July of 1999, it doesn't really hold any weight to it, so to speak, because like I said again, I'm in the midst of with 26 million other active sellers on eBay, and it's probably still growing. I didn't do a recent looking, checked out how many more people are joining on eBay, but I know for a fact that that's what they were saying. There's about 26 million active sellers on eBay. So that's a lot of sellers. It's like having 25 Walmarts in the same neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? It's like, who's going to buy? Who do you buy from? You know what I'm saying? So and it's, price competitiveness is pretty hard right now, because like I said, I've been doing research on some of the items I have, electronic items. And to be honest with you folks, it's really hard to compete with another person that's offering free shipping. See, like for example, I sell printers, right? Not a lot of them, but I sell them. I think I got a total of 3 right now. I think it's 3 printers. And I can't offer free shipping with them. I can't. I could. People say, well, you could. You just got to bump up the price. But then if you bump the price too much, now you're talking about being competitive. You're really competitive now, because for the simple reason is everybody's going to underprice you. So, because you say, well, I'll sell it. I'll give you an example. I have a Samsung printer. I did a video on. If you check it out, I had to replace the drum in it. I even talked about it in the video, that this printer works good. The only thing that was printing out was printing lines. I was doing test pages. And I did a video where I showed the package. I got the package there with the new drum. The drum for that Samsung printer, and I showed you I installed it, put the toner cartridge in there, ran test pages, and voila, no more lines on there. And I did a video. But and that's another thing. People would say, well, don't videos help sell? Yes and no. I was a firm believer and putting videos pretty much in all my, not well, all the electronic items. And to be honest with you, I didn't really get much sales from it. I really didn't. I'm not going to lie to you. I didn't get sales from it. And I tell like it is. I don't sugarcoat anything. If I'm doing good, I'm going to tell you good. If I made sales from a video I posted and I embedded in eBay listings, I would tell you, yeah, that helped. I put that YouTube video on my eBay listing, doing a demo video on it, and it helped. It didn't do anything for me. Matter of fact, my printer, that Samsung that I just listed, is still sitting there. I got one watcher on it. Nobody's making comments on it, like getting back to me and say, hey, can you tell me a little more about your printer? Maybe I got enough information there. I don't know. Maybe they've seen enough. Maybe they don't like the price. I don't know. But on all my listings, I have it where you could buy it now with best offer. And I've been accepting a lot of best offers. Matter of fact, I even set up a YouTube channel called Shop RJ Pasini for great deals. And the website, the YouTube channel is all about what's going up on eBay. I was going to keep everything compiled and put it into this website here, or I keep saying website, YouTube channel, but I said the subscribers might get inundated. They might be turned off because now they're getting too many videos, and it might not be up to their liking. So I said, you know what? I'm not going to bother doing any more videos with that on this channel. Maybe once in a while I might, share some information with you on a particular item I'm putting up, and I might throw it out there and lead like a segue into my my eBay listings. But we're going to see what happens with that. I also want to share one thing really quick too with you guys. You see these magazines I get here is the, I have to keep it close to my chest. This is the Internet Retailer, hot holiday products. And this is another one I got from Internet Retail, Independent Retailer, right? Independent. There's two of them. There's Internet Retailer and Independent. This is the Independent Retailer. So I got this one here. So what I like to do sometimes, folks, is I like to read some of the information to you guys that they like to share the information with you guys. So it might be helpful to you. I get these magazines. I got a couple other ones too that come in, but for the most part, these magazines put out pretty good information. Like I said again, it all deals with e-commerce. So when I find articles of interest, I'm going to put it out there. I'm going to publish it out there. We'll put it on my YouTube channel, I should say. Maybe even put it on my Facebook in some cases. Facebook and my website. So that's another thing too. If you want to follow me, if you do like me, hopefully you do, and you do like the content I put out, you could also follow me on Twitter, Pinterest, Instagram, and YouTube. Okay, and my Facebook group as well. But you can follow me on any of those platforms. I really try to be really diverse when it comes to social media. Anyway, without further ado, my name is Rich Pasini. Today is October 21st, 2019. I just want to say again to all the new subscribers who recently subscribed to my channel, thank you so much for checking out my YouTube videos. I hope you get a takeaway from it, folks. I mean, that's the whole purpose behind this video, this YouTube channel. I mean, I don't want to see people just coming on here and wasting their time. I don't want to waste your time, folks. I know your time is valuable to you. It's valuable to me too. I get up every morning between 6:30 and 7 in the morning, and I see the morning go by so quick, and next thing you know, it's noontime. Believe it or not, you know what time it is now over here in the East Coast of New York? It's going on 2:15. I don't know what happened between 12 and I didn't have lunch, so I guess that's how fast time moves, Well, like that saying goes, time flies when you're having fun, right? Well, not having fun, doing research, because that's what I'm doing, Time flies when you're doing research. But, yeah, that's what's going on, though. But anyway, let's keep in touch. I hope you guys will, come back again from time to time and check me out. If you don't want to subscribe, that's up to you. I'd love to have you as a subscriber. Like I said again, and if there's other topics you want me to talk about, drop it in the comment below. I'll never know unless you tell me, okay? So I can't read minds, folks, But again, if you want to be updated as to when new things come out, I will be more than happy to, oblige that there. Just got to let me know. But if you're going to leave a comment, in general, please leave a nice comment. Don't read something that's going to, what do you call it there, be mean or anything like that. I'm not a mean-spirited person. I like to share information with you guys. That's why I do this video. That's why I do this YouTube channel and these videos. because I want you guys to be enhanced and enlightened in what's going on out there in the e-commerce world. You know, and I don't know about you, but I always get a takeaway even from my own videos, because like I said, I'm reading stuff or picking up on stuff that I wasn't even aware of, you know, so that's why I'm sharing it with you guys. But anyway, let me let you go. Again, if you have any comments or anything you want, other information you want to talk about, or you got anything about, if you want to check out my listings, you're more than welcome to. Just go to my user ID. It's shop-rjpasini-4-great-deals. I had to put a lot of dashes because it would have been one big string array, one big word, and I wanted to break it up. I don't want people to look at it like, what is this here, try to figure it out. So that's why I broke it up with the dashes. But anyway, guys, I will talk to you next time. I'm wishing you all happy eBay sales, and keep it real, and don't give up on your dreams. My name is Rich Pasini. Until next time, bye-bye for now.